A long-standing fixture in the Vancouver music scene has died of an apparent heart attack. Randy Rampage was the bassist for the Vancouver punk band DOA. The band's frontman, Joey Keithley, sharing a post on Facebook bidding his former bandmate to rest in peace. Rampage left DOA in 1981, but later returned for 2 more stints with the band. He was 58 years old. And Squire Barnes joins me now with a little more on the legendary punk rocker. Our sports director is also our resident music expert.
Yes.
But yeah, this was a very important band at an important time for punk music.
Well, Vancouver was actually one of the big cities for punk music, punk rock back in the late 70s and early 80s. You had London, you had New York, of course, but Vancouver had a lot of great punk bands, and DOA was part of that vanguard. Subhumans, Pointed Sticks, there's Randy right there. And that's when he rejoined the band, I think in 2008, to record an album with Joe Keithley and DOA. Rampage also was an Annihilator. He apparently had just finished an album with his own band. It's not out yet, obviously, and he died last night. This is a guy who was legendary around Vancouver. He was pure rock and roll. He partied hard, he played hard, and he'll be missed. This is a guy who, when he was on stage, just like Joe Keithley, you couldn't take your eyes off of him.
Yep.
And there was talk that he didn't really like playing the bass, but that's what he played in DOA. And as I said, DOA is one of the seminal punk bands, not just in Vancouver, but across North America, and he will be missed.
He was good at it, even if he didn't like
there he is.
You mentioned London, you mentioned New York. I mean, the Clash, the Ramones, and DOA really in this corner of the continent. It deserves to be mentioned in that conversation.
In fact, they backed up the Clash, I think, at a show at the P&E back in the early 80s. And the crowd, somebody wrote on the side of a bus, "The Clash sucks, DOA rules."
There you go.